Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching No One Has to Bead Alone, my weekly beading workshop to make sure that all the beaders around the world have company. Today we are going to bead together the Beyond the Deep earrings designed for you by Vicky Roberts, and Vicky got inspired by the newest Beading School Academy theme box, the Towards the Lighthouse. But before we would start beading together, or I would tell you something more interesting than all this general stuff at the beginning, please let me know if you can actually hear me and see me, because interesting things are coming and there is again so much to learn from Vicky's tutorial. I saw Rita already like 10 minutes before the class. She showed up early. I'm sure she's well prepared. So nice to have you in the class, Rita, and everyone. Ellen, Ginny, and Rachel. And Rachel, I'm sorry about the loss in your family, and I hope that beading will give you console during this hard time. Elena is here, Judith. And Ellen says, we can hear you and see you. That is so good to know, Judith. Like immediately when I see someone commenting that you can hear me and you can see me, that puts me such an ease. Words are important. Thank you so much, ladies. Hannah also, hi. Thank you so much for joining. So as I said earlier, today we are beading the one of the No One Has to Bead Alone designs by Vicky that she made for the Towards the Lighthouse Beading School Academy theme box. Vicky says about the design: when creating these earrings, I drew initial inspiration from the beautiful coral of the deep blue sea. However, as I finished the first one, the central piece instantly reminded me of a memorable, slightly terrifying, but amusing holiday story involving my husband James. Just days before a trip to Mallorca, James broke his collarbone mountain biking. Despite this, we went, and he was determined to make the most of it. One afternoon, he decided to go snorkeling alone without telling us where he was headed. He returned with quite a tale. While enjoying his underwater adventure, a large eye suddenly opened up beneath him. It was an octopus. He quickly hightailed it out of the sea, as he put it, and scurried back to our villa. Looking at the earrings, I saw that very eye in the center, and the tiny size 15 seed beads wrapped around each corner now seemed to represent the close call James had with his eyed tentacled friend. So lovely ladies, it is such a cute design by Vicky, and I already beaded one of these square parts of the earrings, and I can tell you that I enjoyed it tremendously. So I can't wait to share it with you. I would also like to greet in the meantime Alicia, Jennifer, Angelina, Chelsea, Anita, Antoinette, Jill, Erika, and Kimberly. Lovely ladies, everyone who is here with me today, please make sure to hit the like button. Please make sure to share this video and tell about beading school and tell about No One Has to Bead Alone to your beading friends. This is an amazing way to help the community, and we are very, very grateful for every share, every like, and every time when you mention beading school. Together, we built a wonderful, colorful world over the past years. And we will continue doing that no matter what. I can promise that we will always look into finding the best possible solution for you so your bead mats can sparkle no matter where do you live in the world. That's why with the upcoming changes coming to the United States of America regarding custom duties, we created this opportunity for you that I want to tell you about. So this is a kind reminder about packages traveling to the United States of America. So if there is an upcoming change in shipping from the European Union and pretty much from all over the world to the United States, if the packages arrive on the 29th of August or later, we want to beat this deadline, or like we want to beat this date. And we arranged for some extra help for tomorrow and on Monday in the Beading School treasury to make sure that our beaders from the United States can still enjoy packages without the changes. So ladies, if you place an order or orders that altogether have a value for at least 200 euros or 235 United States dollars, and you live in the United States, we make sure that your package will leave the treasury on time tomorrow on Friday, or if we don't have enough pair of hands, then on Monday. This way they should arrive before the deadline. If they don't, then Beading School, we will cover the shipping charges and we will cover the customs for you. So dear United States ladies, please place your orders until today midnight and we will beat the deadline or we will cover the costs for you. What will be coming after that, we need to look into it one more time. So this is for the upcoming days. The situation is very new for everyone, for you, for me, for the Beading School team, even for the shipping companies, even for all the authorities that are involved. And that's why next week I will be again coming with new information based on what we can learn during the upcoming days. Now, based on what I know, this is the best what we could create for you. Lovely ladies, do you have any questions about this? Please let me know now. And then after that, you can email info@beadingschool.com, or again, at the end of today's video, there will be ample time to ask about this again. In the meantime, Kimberly says, I love this design. So happy to be here and so happy to have you here, Kimberly and everyone. Ariana joined, Corinne and Orshika are also here. Also, Linda just joined us. Helena. So in the meantime, lovely ladies, the tutorial for today's Beyond the Deep is already waiting for you. You can download it from noonehas2beadalone.com, or you can download it by navigating to beadingschool.com and then clicking the link No One Has to Bead Alone in our main menu. And I see that Linda is asking that maybe the Facebook Live is not online, then I would like to kindly ask if I have a colleague here and post it on the Facebook page if possible. So hopefully everyone can find this. So no one has to be the one. Tutorial is waiting for you already. I would like to show you how you can download it. The PDF is very helpful during the broadcast, and also you can save it to your computer, you can print it, so it is indeed very helpful. And you can navigate to the page that I was talking about, noonehastobedalone.com or beadingschool.com/noonehastobedalone/. Here, if you scroll down, first of all, there is all the information that you need. Then there is the material list, and if you click the links, then it opens up the bead shop for you if you want the material in more colors maybe, or you need to stock up on something. And then here you have two buttons, a pink one for supporting the broadcast and a yellow one which is available for 3 days starting 1 hour before the live broadcast, and that allows you to download the tutorial as a gift from me and Beading School. And the jewel itself, Vicky originally designed it as a pair of earrings, but it can also become a very cute little pendant on your bead mat. So you can totally personalize it, and I am very curious what you will make from it. And I see a question from Judith. Dear Judith, and everyone who have other questions now than what I am talking about, then please make a note of your question. Either send it to info@beadingschool.com, or please ask your question at the end of the broadcast so I can stay focused. It really helps me. And also it helps other beaders to stay focused if they are watching the recording later. So now I kindly ask you to stick always with questions to the topic that I am talking about. Other questions can come at the very end. Thank you so much for your understanding. So Ariana actually says that she will try to make a bracelet out of Vicky's motif, and that is such a good idea, I would say. I would like to show you what you will need for today's motif, so you can make a final check if your bead mat is already set up, and I can also make a final check about mine. So for every motif that you are creating for a pendant, one motif for a pair of earrings, two motifs for a full bracelet, that depends on your desired length, and if you are maybe joining the motifs to each other with crystal connectors or bezeled cabochons. So for every motif, you will need 4 pieces of 3-hole bean beads. You will need 4 pieces of 4mm bicon beads. You will need 18 pieces of true to fire polished beads. You will need 1 connector from the Towards the Lighthouse Beading School Academy team box. I am also posting the link for it in a comment. It's called the Light Spacer Bar. It's such a cute one. You will also need some size 15, size 11, and size 6 Miyuki seed beads to complete the motif. Terry says, there are so many possibilities for this motif. Maybe a necklace of some sort using several motifs. Indeed, Terry. Indeed, dear Terry. So the designer of this earring is Vicky Roberts. And Vicky loves working with blingy, blingy, blingy components. She loves cabochons of all kinds of shapes, and then she decorates them further with even more crystals. So the bicon beads on the corners of this square, I would say they are very much in her signature style. But this week, it's actually Art Cabochon Week. It is dedicated to celebrating the handmade cabochons that we create in the beading school atelier. And we also, since this week is kind of like also a Vicky week, then we asked Vicky if she maybe would like to also play with some of our art cabochons. And well, she laid her hands on one of the new size of well-known shapes that you haven't seen yet. You are maybe familiar with the small tiles that we used for Susie's leaf ring. But when we looked at it, then we thought like, wow, this would look so good also as a bigger tile. So the same shape is now also available in a bigger version, and that's what Vicky was playing with. She created for us, also got inspired kind of by the ocean and the lighthouses, a pendant called Treasure of Atlantis. She says, inspired by the mystery of the sea and the treasures it hides, it features the beautiful big tile art cabochon paired with my favorite sparkly preciosa motifs, bicon beads, and pearls. The result? A jewel that feels like it was pulled straight from Atlantis itself. And we admire Vicky's creativity so much. Her designs inspire beaders all around the world. So when I saw this, I was truly like flabbergasted by the beauty. I love how the corners of the big tiles peek through. And actually, when we had a meeting with Susie on Monday, then honestly, she said like, I wish I had made this. And that is such a compliment coming from a talented designer like Susie. And Vicky, this is so well done. And I am like really, really happy that these big tile art cabochons got you inspired. Vicky also created a pinkish romantic version besides the original sea-inspired one, and also this blue and sand toned that is also like a very elegant piece. Ariana says it is such a clever bezel. Ginny also finds it beautiful. And Kimberly says, I love this idea of framing an open diamond around the tile art cabochon. It makes both of them come alive. And Erika says, what a gorgeous bezel for that tile. So lovely ladies, if you would like to have one of the bundles, because for all three jewels, we actually have a bundle waiting for you. If you would like to have one of these and you are in the United States of America, if you place your order by midnight, the 21st of August, so today, then we guarantee that you either get it before the deadline or we will cover the costs of getting it. In case that you place an order or orders altogether for at least 200 euros, 235 US dollars. But now back to beading beyond the deep. So I will now switch to my hand camera, and until then I will show you a little video of the treasury ladies playing with the art cabochon collections. So please allow me a moment while I am switching to my hand camera. So hopefully you can still hear me and you can still see me. Please let me know if you can see my bead mat with the basic motif from Vicky's Jewel and if you can hear me. And then we can continue when I know that everything is all right. Please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Lovely ladies, are you shopping for Vicky's beautiful jewel now? Have you abandoned me? Please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me well. Oh, indeed, you are shopping. Thank you so much for your trust, ladies, and for your enthusiasm for Vicky's design. Ellen says that all is fine, so let's get started. So in the first step, I will need one of the bean beads and I will need 3 pieces of round 11 seed beads. When we are working with multi-hole beads, then it's very important to check if all holes of a multi-hole bead are open. So always make sure to take a quick look at them, or always make sure to quickly but carefully make sure to push your needle through the holes so you don't have a nasty surprise later if there is a shard of glass stuck in one of the holes. So my 4 bar beads are all right, and I will bead through the first hole of the bar bead. I pick up 3 round 11 Miyuki seed beads and I bead through the middle hole of the bar bead. So this is how it looks like. Just a moment, I need to arrange my threads a little bit. So this is how it should look like. Bar bead entering through the first hole, picking up 3 round 11 seed beads, and then again beading through the bar, but through the middle hole. This was step 1. So easy. Now I pick up a size 15 Miyuki seed bead, and with this size 15 Miyuki seed bead on my needle, I bead back through the middle hole of the bar and through the last round 11 out of the group of 3. So that round 15 seed bead will be anchoring my thread, and I should finish step 2 by exiting the round 11 seed bead that I picked up as the last, with the thread hanging from the direction of the bar bead. In step 3, I pick up 2 round 11 seed beads and I bead through the last open hole of the bar bead. When I pull my thread, then I see that now the beads are symmetrical. So there is on one side of the bar bead a single size 15. On the other side of the bar bead, there are 5 pieces of round 11 seed beads, one of them in the middle in alignment with the size 15 seed bead. In the next step, I pick up 3 pieces of size 15 seed beads. These will join 2 bar beads to each other. So right away after the 3 size 15 seed beads, I also pick up a bar bead. So this is how I will be creating that square that is the base of the motif. So on either side of the square, I will have a bar bead. On the outside of it, 5 pieces of size 11 seed beads. On the inside of the bar bead, 1 single piece of size 15 in the middle, and all the bar beads will be joined to each other by groups of 3 size 15s. So now, as you can see, I will create the full square. Vicky wrote in the tips and tricks part, and it's always so useful to pay attention to that tips and tricks part, because those are very valuable information from the designer. So she wrote that you need to be careful about thread tension when you are beading this to create a sturdy piece. So that's what I'm doing. Pulling as well as I can. I picked up 3 size 11s. Oh, and sorry, I'm saying bar, but it's a beam bead. It is my mistake, dear Merle. There is a difference, and we are using beams, as far as I know. Just beams, we are using beams. So you need beam beads. The ones that were included in the Towards the Lighthouse team box and that we are working with lately. Beam, my mistake. So I picked up 3 pieces of size 11 seed beads. I beaded through the middle hole of the beam bead. I pick up a size 15, and then I bead back through the middle hole of the beam and the last size 11. To complete this part, I pick up 2 more size 11s and I bead through the last open hole of the beam. So I have 2 beams in place. Now I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s. I pick up another beam bead. Indeed, it is a tongue twister. And Helena says a beam has 3 holes and a bar has 2 holes. And thank you so much, because actually while I'm focusing on this, I could not remember. So that's why it is important for me to stay on topic, because even my brain has some limitations, lots of limitations. So thanks for helping me out, Helena. So now I picked up for the corner with 3 pieces of size 15s, and then for the next side, the third side of the square, a beam bead. Again, I pick up 3 pieces of size 11s. I bead through the middle hole of the beam. I pick up a size 15 and I bead back through the beam and the last size 11 from the group of 3. I complete the decoration of this side by picking up 2 more size 11 seed beads, and I bead through the last open hole of the beam. 3 sides are done, and I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s for the corner and a beam bead for the 4th side of the square. I decorate the 4th side of the square by picking up 3 pieces of size 11 seed beads, beading through the middle hole of the beam. I pick up a size 15 I bead back through the beam and the last size 11. I complete the decoration of this side by picking up 2 more size 11s, beading through the third hole. And now, as you can see, I have all 4 sides, but I still need to join the first to the last beam and then get in position to start step 6. So I pick up a group of 3 to join the 4th beam bead to the first one. I am exiting the third hole of the beam bead, the last beam bead. I have the 3 size 15s, I have 4 size 15s. I'm such an overachiever. I need to remove one. So I have 3 size 15s on my needle, and I bead through the first hole of the first beam. They are joined now, and to get into position for the next step, I then want to get all the way until exiting the middle bead of the first group of 3 that I added. That is between the first and the second beam. So I will repeat the thread path. It also makes it like stronger, sturdier. So I bead in the same way as before. Always pulling well, as Vicky suggested. I appreciate those tips and tricks from Vicky so much. And Ariana says, in the meantime, it reminds me of the witch ladders, as we called them. We folded out of paper strips as kids before connected into a square. It is so interesting how our brain works, Ariana, and it is a sign of a highly creative person when you see something and then you imagine it as something else. So well done, Ariana, and thank you so much for sharing that. I actually managed to get my thread somehow around the beam, but I will leave it as it is for now. And I want to bead until exiting the middle bead of a group of 3. Oh, I am already exiting a middle bead of the group of 3. This is my tail thread. So this is, I will put it down so you can see it. You can all see it better. This is how it looks like. And this is the bead that I am exiting at the end of step 5. And let's see what's happening in step 6. In step 6, I'm going to add some true to fire polished beads. Always between the middle beads of the groups of 3 and the size 15 in the middle of the beam. So I'm exiting the middle bead of the group of 3. I pick up a true 2. I bead through this lonely little size 15, which will not be lonely anymore. Yay, community. And then again, I pick up a true 2. I bead through the middle bead of the group of 3. And this is how I bead all around. And this will make it very sturdy. I love this part a lot. And lovely ladies, please let me know, how did this part go for you? Are you okay? Are you on track? Are you actually ahead of me because I'm talking so much? Please let me know. I really appreciate the feedback. And you know, it's very, very important for me during a workshop like this to know also when you are on track. I do love also questions when you get insecure about something. It is so important, but also it helps me a lot when you say like, Erika, this is okay, I'm doing well. So let me know how is it going, how it is going. You know, like I one of the languages that I speak is Dutch, and there the word order is different. Actually, it is it, and in some cases, and it messes my brain in English with English. I could like feel how to say this in English before, and since I am in intense touch with Dutch, then it corrupted my English. So please forgive me. It is it? So Anita says, it is going just perfect. I'm a little ahead. Anita done so well. I'm so happy for you. And I am now adding the last fire polished bead through 2, entering the middle bead in the group of 3. And then my goal is to exit the second round 11 over the beam. So I beaded through 2 size 15s, first hole of the beam, and now I'm getting ready for the next step by beading through 2 pieces of size 11s. So again, I put this down so you can see it better. I'm even a little bit like zooming in so you can take a good look. And in the meanwhile, Bernadette says it's going okay. Ginny says doing great. Ariana says, thanks for the compliment. Well deserved, dear Ariana. And now let's see what's happening in step 7. In step 7, oh, this is so easy. I will just pick up a true 2 fire polished bead, and then I skip the bead that has, actually the hole is anyway going in a way that it would not be logical to bead through it. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 round seed beads, round 11 seed beads over a beam, then I bead it now through 1 and 2, I skip number 3, and then I bead with the true 2 on my needle through 4 and 5. And this is all I need to do in step 7, so I can already progress to step 8. Here I will be using all 3 sizes of my seed beads. That means size 15, size 11, size 6. So I pick up a group of 5, going from the smallest to the biggest and then back again. So size 15, size 11, size 6. Small to big, and then back again, there and back again. Size 11, size 15. I have the 5 beads, and now I bead through number 1 and number 2 size 11 seed beads from those 5 that are over a beam. So this is how it looks like. And step 9 shows you that I need to do this all around the square. So I will repeat it 3 more times. I will pick up now a true to fire polished bead. I will skip this seed bead in the middle and I bead through the 4th and the 5th one over the beam. Then comes the group of 5. I pick up size 15, size 11, size 6, size 11, size 15. And I bead through the first 2 size 11 seed beads over a beam. Now comes a true 2 in the same position as before. I bead through the 4th and 5th, size 11. Then again, the group of 5 seed beads going from small to back and small to big and back again. The size 6 Rococo Baroque beads are so nice, right? I love working with them. Now again a true 2. Ariana says, by the way, it's such a quick motif. I'm just figuring out to add another motif with the same thread. And please show us when you are done, Ariana. I'm so curious about your bracelet. And now I am adding the last group of 5 seed beads as I described before. And then after the usual move, I continue beading through fire polished bead and all the way until I am exiting a size 11 after a size 6. So I will put it down now so you can take a good look how it looks like. And please let me know, how does it go for you? Angelina says, such a clever design. Indeed. And I love it that nowadays so many of our talented designers are also sharing their knowledge through No One Has to Be Alone designs, because each one of them have a different approach, a different way of thinking. So that is such a valuable way of expanding our beading horizons. Now we are beading from Vicky, but Zuzi, Veronka, Aniko, Ruxandra, Laura, sometimes they are all contributing, and I am very, very grateful that I can learn from all of them. Cindy says, it is looking beautiful. I love this design. And Merle says, the beam beads give the motif structure. Indeed. And let's see what's happening in the next step. So I'm exiting a size 11 after a size 6. I pick up 4 pieces of size 15s. I am now decorating the motif with the blingy beacons that Vicky loves so much. So I pick up 4 pieces of size 15s, a 4mm beacon, and 1 more size 15. I bead to anchor this. I bead through the middle size 15 out of the group of 3 that is connecting the 2 beam beads to each other. I bead back through size 15, beacon size 15, and then I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s. 1, 2, 3. I bead through size 11, size 6, and size 15 to finish this off, this decoration. So this is how it looks like at the moment. Linda says, love the bling. And Ariana says, it is always interesting to learn how everyone's designing brains work through tutorials. Indeed. In the next step, it is actually showing you that you need to do the same decoration over every corner. So I'm going back here on step 10 so you can see also the thread path. So my task now is to get in position for adding the same group. So I repeat the thread pass through the beads on the edge until exiting the size 11 after a size 6. I pick up 4 pieces of size 15s, 2, 3, 4, 4 mm bicon, and one more size 15. I bead through the middle size 15 of the group of 3 connecting the 2 beam beads. I pull my thread gently and I bead back through size 15, bicon, size 15. I pick up 3 size 15s, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes the counting is the most difficult task in beading. And then I repeat the thread pass through size 11, size 6, size 11, and I bead through the beads on the edge of the design until I get in position again to add the decoration on the corner. Cindy finds it a beautiful way to cover the corners of the beam beads. What I find amazing about this, that after I added the bicon decorations, then it looks like as if the beam beads were like actually constructing a real square, because you don't see where they are joined to each other. So super cool, Vicky. Again, I pick up 4 size 15s, 1, 2, 3, 4, bicon size 15. I bead through the middle size 15 of the group of 3. And then I bead back through size 15, bicon size 15. I pick up 3 more size 15s. I repeat the thread pass through size 11, size 6, size 11. And then I get in position for the 4th corner decoration. So this is the base of the motif, and then Vicky also explains in her tutorial how you can add seamlessly a pendant drop at the bottom and an earring finding at the top of the motif, and you will be able to do it from the PDF tutorial that at the moment you can also download as a gift from me and Beading School if you follow the link to beadingschool.com/no one has to bead alone / later it will always be available in the Beading School bead shop, but now during this class this is what I could show you. So in the meantime, please get ready for the part when you can also ask again all kinds of questions. And yeah, I will be here for a little more time to answer all those questions that you might have. Customs to the States, shipping, FedEx, academy, anything that comes to your mind. Ariana says, I wonder if it would work as a bezel for an 8mm Naker cabochon. I think it might actually, Ariana. Definitely worth of some experimenting. So I just added the last group of 3, And then, as you can see, I have 2 identical squares. And I think Ariane is so right. Also, maybe not only a nacre cabochon, but also a précieux chaton. Because the back of the square is empty. So let me, oh my, sorry. So the size fits perfectly. And I think using the beadings plus the size 15 here, you could easily create something to hold down the chaton. Ah, this is too perfect. Vicky, your design is such a clever base, clever on its own, and also it opens up other possibilities. So that is so wonderful. And Linda is asking, do you know when Vicky's other design will be released? Dear Linda, which one do you mean? Can you please give me the exact name, and then I can check it for you. Lutka also finds this excellent. So while I am waiting for Linda's input, I would like to tell you that this week we have been we dedicated this week to Beadingschool art cabochons, and we still have some very few art cabochon collections waiting for you in the Beadingschool bead shop. So collections, they always are centered around a mood, a source of inspiration, an idea from the creatives in our team, and they contain several Beadingschool cabochons, art cabochons. They always contain a gift on top of them, sometimes even a German Neumann clasp, sometimes beads, sometimes exquisite components, or other kinds of cabochons. And if you go for a collection of art cabochons, then you might find colors and shapes that are otherwise not available at all, or colors, and definitely like for a price that is way lower than if you have went for it one by one. Linda, thank you so much for the specification. Eye of the Storm is the one that Linda means. So I'm going to check it for you. And it should be available on the 30th of August. There might be a day or 2 or 3 difference, but for now, we plan to release it on the 30th of August. So thank you so much for that question, Linda. Other Linda is asking, what are the beads around the heart in that other picture? So I go back. Oh, dear Linda, we actually have a gift tutorial for that on the Beadingschool blog. Oh, Zuzi made it. And I will look it up for you. All you need is love is the name of that design. I hope that I can find it quickly. Not that quickly as I hoped. Ah, love is all need. That's why I did not see it. I will post it in a comment. So thank you so much, ladies. And for the rest, Atlantis, the tutorial should be available. So So if you have any other questions, dear ladies, please write an email to info@beadingschool.com. And I would like to thank you now for your attention and invite you for next week's Coffee Time with Erika, which will be dedicated to bead embroidery. Thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of the week. Bye-bye.